notifying me they'll join on behalf of the kids, which is perfectly okay. We've just wanted to have a formal conclusion of the session. The instructor, Mohit, the teacher, did mention that there were some questions during the last session, so I'll also be answering some of those just to prepare. Now the program, you're finished. Let's take a look back the last few months. We started in January, which has gone by really, really quickly. So we'll take a look at that and then see, what's next? What are you excited about? I would like to hear your verbal feedback because the survey asked very general questions. Did you love the program? So please prepare some feedback, something you have to say. We'll give all students you can have a minute or 5 to talk to everyone and share your feedback. But I think we can get started, and Betty, you can confirm with me because I've also sent a reminder. I don't know if she's able to jump in right now or any other KGGA team members.
Okay, let me follow up with Anne.
Yes.
To make sure she joins.
Okay, yeah, it should be good. So once she joins, we can start.
Okay. But I think you can start as I just follow up with her.
Okay, perfect.
So that we don't wait.
Sounds good. And Paris is also here. Paris is part of our EBU team. We'll be meeting her today. Paris, you can say a quick hello before I get started.
Hi. Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Perfect. So glad to be here, and congratulations to all of you here. Thank you.
So we have a very brief agenda, and I'll try to not use too many words or go over and over, even though I'm quite excited and proud of everyone who put in the time to finish the program. We'll start with just looking back at the feedback that you have already provided, because as you noted during the semester, I sent out on the group and through the course, I sent out a survey at the midpoint once you completed the midterm exam. And once before you did the final exam, I sent another survey. And thank you everyone who took the time to fill that out, because it has been very informative to be able to see what is the experience, what do we need to improve on as we move to the next cohort, and so on. So we'll take a look at a bit of that, and also the academic feedback. That's always fun to look at, especially when students have performed really well, which is maybe spoiler alert. The students, you have performed really well, which was good to see and have a clear indication of how well you're understanding the concepts that were taught in class. So that's the next item. I'll just take a look back on the end of term report. I'll try to just summarize it a bit because I'll be sharing a detailed PDF as we did at the midpoint to share with everyone, so you can take time to look at it. But for now, I'll do a very summarized version of the same. And so let me reshare my screen so I can switch around to where the report is. Before I started, Dr. Muli, I had not placed you in the agenda, but if you'd like to mention something quick or maybe towards the end, you can say something regarding the program. You will let me know towards the end. Perfect, thank you. So, and these are just to take a very quick moment to just highlight the notable and positive academic performance in the program. Within the quizzes, we observed an average of 80% to almost 90%, which this is the last quiz that you did in the course, which is interesting to see a very notable improvement from this point, which was the first quiz, to the last quiz. But I would like to take this point to mention that I have noted some students might not have completed all quizzes here. Maybe should I reach it a bit? So kindly go into the platform. I'll just do an overview of what you have access to right now, just so you are able to go back in and complete any work that you might have pending, because that will be important as we finalize the grades in the coming days. So you'll have access to the whole platform. I think this is also informative for like Iris who is coming to start, just to have a brief idea of how the platform looks like and so on. So please, this is also informative for you. You'll continue to have access to these. And one of the things that I think will be very important are the session recordings. These will remain available to the students. So if you have not completed, let's say, the week one quiz, you could watch the recording, rewatch the videos, and then complete the quiz. Again, I really wanted to highlight that that's still available for students to complete. Because in week one, I observed 23 students did the quiz, but in week 12, only 16 students completed the quiz. So I do know there are a few students who might not have completed all quizzes. There is a quiz for every session, for every week. So you can go through it and just check. If you have completed a quiz, it will show you as completed. You'll see that that's done. So that's just a bit of administrative check-in and to give you a heads up so that your final marks do not come up with a blank in the respective quiz that you are not able to do. And that's regarding the quizzes. The midterm exam, also, this has already been shared, but you didn't see it. We observed an average of 89%, which is good job, everyone. I did see, I think everyone had 85% and above, which was very notable, especially because this was coming in at week 6. So you had only done the course halfway. So congratulations on that. And a very notable improvement for the final exam. So I don't show, I'm giving you a clap from my side, really. Congratulations on that. I think I saw a very notable improvement, shows an excitement, a better understanding of the concept. So a really good performance also on the final exam. And you can see your individual final exam score or midterm exam score on the platform. Or you're already aware probably because when you finished, it showed you got maybe 60 out of 60. That's 100%, or maybe 58 out of 60, which already calculated for you your percentage. So that's the academic overview on that side. I think it's very notable, it's positive, it's affirming to indicate the learning objective of the course have been met and so on. I'll jump to now the feedback you provided, and I know the text is not very fun. So for the feedback you provided, I'll just use these nice charts to look at what your experience was. And it's just to share. And then I'll be giving a space for everyone to now share your verbal feedback during the session as we move forward. I won't be speaking through it all. Okay, so we got 15 responses on these, and we had 67, 10 of you marked I loved the program, but so we had 5 who said I liked it, which is also a positive point of view. I appreciate that everyone seemed to have a positive experience with it, and we were able to see I love the program or I liked the experience in the program here. And I think this is I like this question. I was very keen to see what students will respond to ask, do you feel like you learned a new skill in robotics during the program? And to see that in marked as yes. I do have one student who said, I'm not sure. I would like to get feedback from this particular student just to see more topics that could be taught and so on. But this is more impactful, even maybe more so than this, being able to see that students were able to understand and they feel like they learned new aspects. I personally felt like I learned new things in the program because I would join some of the classes and it was very interesting to sit in and listen to what the instructor was going through. It was very informative, even from me, from administrative point of view. So it is also good to see that these reflected to the students and so on. I think this was the initiative of the program starting was to create interest and bring closer technology topics to young students or to young girls who are interested or maybe not interested because you do not have access to the technology knowledge. So to be able to see that this is something that was well received, where you are more interested in technology and robotics. So I won't be going through every other question here because we asked you several questions which have been very informative, will apply to improve, to adjust, and so on for our future cohorts. But thank you so much for taking the time to fill these out. I did feel I read some of these and it was very good to learn. I can't wait to hear verbally from the students here. And also, parents' feedback was very positive in this regard, where we had 14 out of the 15 who completed the survey mentioned that would be willing to recommend the Robotics for Rookies program to other students. So this is just a snapshot of the feedback, how the program looked like, how the students performed, and so on. I'll pass it over to Betty. Here, I wanted to just have your input from the KGGA team. So please go ahead, Betty. And Anne, I don't know if she has joined already. I'll see. But Betty, you can go ahead just to any brief comments regarding the program and so on as we continue.
Thank you, Anne. Let me see if I can put on my camera.
Yes.
Is it working? Okay, there. I'm not sure. Okay. So good evening, everyone. This is so exciting. I mean, I'm just so excited to hear even the feedback and the positive and the learnings and which will go, to improving the course for the next cohort. I mean, this is the first one, and it's just so great to see that it has come to full completion. And I wasn't really part of monitoring the course. I think Anne is the right person to do that. But from what I can tell from the feedback, that it can only get better. And to me, is to congratulate the students and also the parents who facilitated and supported the children to make sure it's complete. Just congratulations. And yes, I'm looking forward to the next cohort. And to me, it just goes to show that when we partner with like-minded partners for our goal, which is to create girls, to prepare girls for the future, and especially in STEM, we can achieve so much. So for me and to everybody, yeah, let's do this and, on to the next cohort. And congratulations, everybody. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Betty, and for your continued support. Anne is the one who kept giving calls here and there during the program. So she's not, I don't think she's present here. It would have been good to hear from her. But it's really, thank you so much to the Kenya Girl Guides team for the continued support to get the program running. And I think now part of the agenda is where now we give the platform to the students who have finished the program and parents. I would really love to hear your feedback and your experience here. As so even for the sake of Iris is here, she's starting in May. I think there's also another student, Millicent, she has not joined yet. So please share your experiences. What did you enjoy the most about the program? What do you look forward to now that you have finished the program? What would you like to learn more, and so on? I'll put up a screen just to guide and prompt you here. So please go ahead. I'll just show who wants to get started. You can raise your hand or you can just unmute. You're not a big group. Please, I would love to now hear from you on your side. Big. I'll be Chloe. I think Chloe, you were part of the orientation session when we were starting. I think I remember you. Please, Eve. Yes, okay, go ahead. Who wants
Okay.
to start?
For those who have been working in groups, although some of you know yourselves, I'm called Chloe. I'm from Moi Educational Center in Nairobi, Kenya. And from what I learned in this session is that I got more interested in robotics because my instructor, who's called Mohit, he has taught us so many things such as analog and digital signals, and mostly about what robots can do to like the environment if they use it well. So I would say it's a good one because for those who want to like go to sciences, they can have a little learn education about what would happen. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Chloe. Really good start. Please. Thank you so much. If I think of a question to ask, maybe at some point I'll come back to you. But thank you for giving your feedback. Zawadi, I see you have your hand up, so I'll come to you next. And anyone else who wants to go next can raise your hand so we follow that order. Please go ahead, Zawadi.
Thank you. During this course, I learned a lot, and to be honest, at the beginning it was a bit hard, but as we went on, it became easier, and I learned more and more. And I think my favorite part of the course was learning or how to use the robotics programs. Um, also, especially one lesson on the week 10. Week 10, I think, was my favorite week, learning about the robots. I think it was in the agricultural sector. That was fun. And I think this has lit a spark in me about robotics. So I can't wait to do any course on robotics again. So thank you to the EBU team for arranging this course with the Kenya Girl Guides. Thank you, and I'm from Loreto, Nsongai. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you
Hello.
so much.
Hello.
Zawadi.
Is it okay if
Yes,
say?
Lorna, go ahead.
Okay. We are five. We're actually five people here. We came for a camp. It's Blessing, Joy, Aileen, Maya, and Lorna.
Yes, I think I've met Aileen and Maya. Yes,
Yes.
Yeah,
lovely.
In Village
in
Market.
village market.
Ah, lovely. I want to hear from all of you five. So please, who wants to start and give me your name, your favorite part of
Maya.
the program?
Um, for me, from my overall review from the lessons is that it's generally entertaining and encouraging, and there's a lot to learn there. All those lessons have actually helped me learn more about AI, robotics, and how technology is developing around the world to our current life. And I also really liked how how our teacher would do it, Mohit Lohani. It was really sweet, patient, and fun, and also he was very smart and was deep into explaining things for us. My favorite part of the lesson was when he was introducing us to different new topics, especially from analog and digital computers, and also about algorithm. That was really fun. And now I'm going to pass it to Aileen so that she can also give her reviews.
So what I learned is that making a robot is really complicated, and that we can also we have many parts of a robot, and I really liked the way Teacher Lohit used to teach us and the way he used to do it, and I really miss him, and and yeah, I'm done.
Good evening. This is from Lorna. The lessons were interesting, and then they were good to learn. They helped me learn more about robotics and AI. The most interesting part was the part for uh, simulation of robotics and other circuits. I really learned a lot from that lesson, and I hope the next cohort will be more interesting. And a bit of correction. The average percentage of the final exam, I don't think it's a 90. I scored 100. So that's I think the average one. Okay, my name is Blessing. What I really enjoyed about the lesson is like I got to understand how technology can be used in our day-to-day lives, like in agriculture, in healthcare, and even helping us with our daily chores. Now I'm going to pass it to Joy.
Hi, it's Joy. It's good evening. I would like to say that I'm thankful for this cohort. It has taught me about about the brain of a robot, circuits, and analog and digital. And I am waiting for the next cohort, and I'm looking forward to being there.
That's all.
Thank you so much. I think that was lovely. The fact that you're all together. I thank you so much for the feedback. I can't stop smiling. I can't wait to share this with more heat. It was lovely, lovely feedback from everyone. I you are all mentioning things I learned on my first year of my computer science degree. I only found out those when I was, very, very advanced age. So for you to already have the knowledge on these topics, to already have an idea on how technology can be really impactful, it really affirms the intention that Dr. Muli, all credit, the intention that he had when we put this program on our curriculum. So really, thank you so much for the feedback, and good to hear you enjoyed it. And Lorna, yes, I did see 100 on the final exam scores. I didn't mark who had the 100%. I think, yes, you might be the top student on the final exam, and good job, really. Okay. I think I'll go to Jedita, please. As you have your hand raised, so please go ahead. Don't know if you're unable to unmute. Yes, good.
Um, so my favorite thing about robotics. Oh, sorry. Good evening. Um, I started robotics, and I remember reading with my mom, and it was I couldn't understand anything. Like it wasn't entering my mind. So like when I did my first exam, I got a 76, and I was a bit happy for like it was my first time and I understood. So when I did my last exam, the final exam, I got an 85 and I'm really happy about it. So like yeah. And I really enjoyed that course.
Perfect. Yeah, and congratulations. That's what I was observing. I could see the improvement from week 1 and week 12 quiz and also the final exam. I could observe even from the grades only the comfort in the topics and the more understanding. So really good job, Jadid, and I'm happy you also could see your own improvement in the program. And yes, yeah. Who Someone had unmuted, please. You can unmute or raise your hand, share your feedback. Zawadi, as you have your hand up, yes, please go ahead. You have something to add.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to add on what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Um, I wanted to add that we had a really good teacher and it was fun, especially when we were doing the prototyping. I would just say that I wouldn't say that we all had clean projects, though a good amount of us did. Though it was fun learning what I could change and how my project could be better. And I also wanted to add that in the final exam, it was quite okay. It was challenging, but in a good way. And I got a 98. I think I think there was one question on the infrared sensors. Yeah. But thank you for the course, and it's been a wonderful course. Thank you.
Thank you, Zawadi. Yes, that actually adds to it. And also would like to add to it. When I joined the first class and the teacher was asking, what would you like a robot to do for you? I think even from my own experience, I would answer a robot to clean, a robot to do this, just without much depth. But now everyone is speaking about how robots impact agriculture, how robots impact healthcare. You can see just the deep understanding of what technology can really impact. So it's really good to hear even in your feedback the more understanding and the knowledge acquired. So please, who else wants to add something? Maybe a parent. I don't know, there is a parent who is here in place of standing in for their daughter. So please, you can unmute, share some feedback from your side, or who else is here to say something? Please, it's an open session. Anything you'd like to share? Yeah, Betty, go ahead.
I mean, this is so exciting. I'm smiling all the way. I can't even, I'm overwhelmed, by the response of the girls. So well done, girls. I have a request. I'd like one of the girls to just write, maybe the one who got 100, to just write one paragraph or two so that it can go to our newsletter and our annual report on the experience and just how they've said it about the teachers. Yeah, that's my request, but well done. It's really, really exciting. Thank you so much.
I think that will be great. I think anyone would like to provide a written feedback, like your experience and your name. You can share that. I think maybe you can share that with me. I'm the one who have been sending all the WhatsApp messages on the group, so you can share that with me to my number. That will be would like to, and I'll share with Betty for the newsletter.
Thank you,
So
Anne.
yeah, thank you. So I'm trying to see who has not spoken yet. Say something. I see Anne is here. Maybe in a few minutes, Anne can also say something from the KGGA team. Have we heard from Lydia and Esther? Also, you can also use the chat to write your feedback if you're not in a position to unmute. But I think that has also it has been very valuable feedback up to this point. Everyone who has taken the minute. I don't know anyone else before I close this session, this part of my agenda, and we move forward. I do think we still have 1 more minute actually only for this. So thank you so much. I am also smiling, so I am almost forgetting where this was supposed to go after this. Maybe we could just close the session. But thank you so much for the positive responses. I'm really excited for the next cohort and so on. I remember the first session were with Dr. Muli and Kupra. I remember so many questions. How do I log in? What password do I use? I remember I wasn't nervous per se. I was just a bit anxious. Like, I really hope they settle in and it is really good to see how well you have settled in and how well you took on the challenge, because even adding to your usual school and so on, it is really a notable thing that you have taken the time to complete. So I'll pass to Anne Vumbi, just to use her second name. She's part of the Kenya Girl Guides team. She has been coordinating with me a lot. So Anne, please jump in for your input, comments, and so on. Thank you.
Well, thank you, and thank you. First, I'd like to appreciate everyone for purposing to be here. I know the girls have done such a wonderful, wonderful job. I'd like to appreciate each and every stakeholder that has played part in this, from the parents, from EBU, and also from just from our National Executive Officer, that is Madam Betty, who allowed us to try with the girls something we have never tried. And I must say that this is something, it's such a great eye opener. Last week, I tried to join in when the girls were trying to say bye to each other. I will not say so much about robotics, but I will talk in terms of guiding. I felt so much sisterhood that was formed through these classes, because the girls kept on saying, can we create another group where we can always meet? That is very good. So I'd want to challenge the learners that whatever you have learned, this cohort might have come to an end, but that does not mean that your innovations come to an end. So what you can do is now plan, would you want to be a TOT to train your peers through the patrols? Because through Kenya Girl Guide, you came to pursue this. So we can teach our peers back at school. You can start them in your patrols. I know also, and if I'm not wrong, we might have schools that are not members of Kenya Girl Guide. We are pleased you can we can onboard you to come and join the Sisterhood of Girl Guiding. And for our stakeholders, that is EBU, we really appreciate this chance and opportunity. And I look forward to the next cohort. We will be sharing the poster maybe in the next few, right, Anne? We will be sharing it out. Please pass this, the poster to your schoolmates, to your teachers, to your cousins, to your relatives, to your friends, so that even them, they can get to understand what is this that you have been learning. But above all, I am grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne, and thank you also for the support on the admin side as we were running the program. Dr. Muli, I think I'll pass to you because what follows after this, I want to mention the certificate timelines and so on as I conclude, so we can jump in for your input. And please, maybe we can speak about the RoboDog. I heard that.
Although I think Jadida really wants to say something. So
yes.
because it's about the girls, I think she has priority no matter what.
Yes,
so
correct.
So Jadida, go ahead. She had her hand up. Was it up?
I was asking, is there another course for robotics?
Yes, there will be another course for robotics. We'll come back to you. Oh, okay. Anne has her hand up now. or not.
Sorry
Nikki,
for that.
Okay. Nikki has her hand up. You can go ahead, Nikki.
Good evening. My name is Nikki Matika, and I'm from the State Department for Diaspora Affairs.
Okay. Hello, Nikki.
Yeah, hello. Thank you. Irene had mentioned she would send someone in, but she didn't give me a name. So sorry, I didn't realize. But okay, welcome. Please go ahead.
Or did you just want to introduce yourself? Was that it, Nikki? Can't hear. Nikki, can you hear us? Okay, let's assume not. Okay. Well, okay, and then yeah, she's dropped off, so maybe there was an internet connection issue. Well, first of all, let me just say congratulations to all of you girls who came to the Girl Guides event at Trademark Hotel and ate so much. Yes, you, Eileen. Yes, I remember you guys were just so into all the food. There you go. Everybody's yes, right? Maya, Eileen, who else was there? Who else was it? Maya, Eileen. I forget who else was there. But you guys were just fantastic. You had a great appetite. You entertained more than 100 women who were sitting there, and they thought you were incredible. They thought you were all incredible. So first of all, congratulations to you, but also congratulations to everybody, and especially the parents. So if there are any parents who are here, congratulations. But I'd also like to say that we will share this video so the parents can at least listen in. And this is not the end. This is just the beginning. There are over 128 who are on a list. So you are pioneers. You're the first group. And we do have a little bit of a surprise. Should I mention it, Anne? Yeah, I think I'll mention it. Okay. You will be the first group to be able to play around with a robo dog pretty soon. Okay, a real live robo dog. All right. Yes, Jadita's doing the thumbs up. I can see that. All right. So we're going to arrange to have a robo dog here in Kenya. And then when the robo dog does come, you will be the first people that will be contacted. And then, of course, we'll see how it rolls forward. Okay, so you'll be contacted. Don't worry. I also just wanted to say again, it's so good that everybody who I met and everybody who was in the courses that I heard about, you were so well behaved. You were just fantastic. And I know it's difficult, but it's going to be part of a very important future. So when you start opening your mouths, people are going to open their mouths because they won't know what you're saying. Right? So you'll be talking about robots and everybody will be like, and that's going to be wonderment, excitement, respect, and you'll get so much more. So think about that. So you have this power right now. And this is what is so special about this. Now, to make sure that you know about your power, there's going to be a certificate from the European Business Institute that's going to be stamped and it's going to have signatures, and you can proudly wave it around, walk around with it and say, hey, and then, like I said, people will just open their mouths. All right, so that'll be your power. So well done, girls. Now, of course, I was speaking to the girls, so parents, thank you for everything. And of course, I really do appreciate our partners and my good buddy, Betty. I can just say Betty because we've known each other for how long? Oh my goodness, just not say.
Don't say
Very
it,
long.
then you know my age. No, no, no.
We've known each other for so long. We're so good,
Yeah.
such good friends. We've gone through a lot of history. And of course, Anne, it was wonderful interacting with you. And we're not done, so this is just the beginning. So I really look forward to that. And parents, again, you're the backbone, and we hope to see more engagement. Perhaps the best thing is you can talk to your, the other parents in the parent-teacher organizations, talk to teachers as well, and tell them about this fantastic opportunity. Okay. Thank you. Back to you, Anne.
Thank you so much, Dr. Muli. I think I'll go to Nikki now with okay, she'll introduce herself once again. I think Nikki, we lost you there, but yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Apologies for that. As I was saying, I'm here to represent Madam Irene Karari, who's the director in charge for the Skills and Expertise Division at the State Department for Diaspora Affairs. We just love to commend Dr. Muli on this amazing initiative and the State Department for Diaspora Affairs as a whole. We'd also like to congratulate the girls for the good work they've done, and we look forward to more partnerships. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nick, even for taking the time to jump in. I know I sent out the notice to your team a bit last minute, so thank you so much for being present. And thank you so much for the support, even from the launch in October and throughout the outreach. It has been very impactful. So thank you. Perfect. I think as that brings me towards the conclusion of this session. I think so many good things have been said. I will, if you have a question, comment, additional comment, please raise your hand. I'll be coming back to you. But just so, as Dr. Muli said, we'll be issuing your certificate. It's always good to be able to see, yes, I've completed this, and here's something to confirm that. We'll be doing, the certificates will be available, make available a physical copy. We'll send out the details. I'm picking out tentatively mid-May because Anne has advised that that's when you are reopening the schools. So don't do it during the holiday. And that will be at the Kenya Girl Guides offices. We'll send out the details, but if you're able to come there and pick up your certificate, it will be great. But we'll also issue you a virtual copy to your email that will always be available to you. So I'll send out more information on that, but I'm really excited to see where we go with this in the future. Any other programs that come up, it's good to know there is the expectation. What more can I do? What more can I do? I really love that question. So we'll be sharing additional opportunities, but please share these opportunities with your fellow students, with fellow parents, just share it as wide as possible so that we can kick off cohort 2 in May and have even more impact. I would really love to have a similar session once we finish cohort 2 and hear the positive responses. I think that's it from my side, but I would like to open it up for questions. For example, Iris, do you have a question? Iris will be starting in May. So really, I'm excited for her to go to experience the same thing as everyone who has spoken. So Iris, if you have a question, comment, please go ahead. And Anne, please go ahead as you have your hand up.
Can I go first? Okay.
Yes.
So I'd also just to know if we have any HOIs that is head of institutions. I know we have different schools here, but we have our member schools here. I'd just like to know if we have any HOI present. Thanks.
I don't see, maybe not. Okay. Zawadi, go ahead. I think Marjorie just
I
jumped
have
in.
a
Yeah, go ahead, Zawadi.
I have a question
Mhm.
concerning robotics. If, as I personally would like to continue doing it, would that be a course helping us to continue to do the course? I mean, to continue our interest in robotics.
Yes, I see Dr. Bully nodding, so I'll verbally confirm. Yes, he's the academic dean, so confirmed. We'll create additional opportunities for you people to advance from where you are. And what you have completed right now will remain accessible to you. I know Mohit had mentioned that the students were asking if you'll continue to have access to the course. So also to answer that question here, you'll continue to have access to what you have completed, to revise and so on, but you'll also bring in additional and advanced programs where possible for you. Yeah. Yes. And thank you, Zawadi, for the question.
Welcome.
Yeah. Marjorie just joined, and if I'm correct, I remember Marjorie from our first session. So Marjorie, if you can say something quick, if you have just joined, if you are able to, as we conclude today's program, we still have 5 more minutes on the time that I had scheduled with. Maybe not. I think we'll end there. We'll conclude the session. Oh, okay. I see now you have unmuted. Please. Yep. Please go.
Class was good, and yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Perfect. So we'll conclude the session. If you have any questions for the students who have access to the group, I think everyone here has access to the group. Feel free to put the question in the group or send me a direct message. You also have access to email. You can send questions there. You can send questions to your instructor on the platform. We'll leave all those channels open and available to you for continued discussions. And more information will follow on the certificate. So thank you everyone for taking the time. Zawadi, you have a question? Please go ahead before I conclude.
As we conclude, I have a question.
Yeah.
How long will like all the materials be available to us? like all the recordings and everything, how long will they be available to us before you have to not delete but remove it from the website?
For a
Thank
while,
you.
actually, no formal timeline. That will remain available to you. If at any point we are removing the access, we'll give you a formal notice. So until you receive that, you'll remain to have access. Dr. Muli, please.
Yeah. Zawadi, you'll have access to it at least for the next 4 months or 5 months.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll have plenty of time. All right.
Thank you. That's all.
Okay. That concludes our session. Have a lovely weekend.
Thank you, Anne.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
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 Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
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 Bye and